When we start talking CX, what comes to mind? I bet surveys get top billing. But when you get down to brass tacks, surveys alone extremely limit your view of customer experience. For starters, who takes a survey? Your biggest fans and your biggest detractors, leaving you with a less than complete picture of what's really going on. And then there's social media comments, online reviews, phone calls, service chats, even website navigation data that you miss with surveys alone. Over the last few years at Meta's augmented reality division, the pros there put a big focus on eliminating these blind spots and building their CX program to expand beyond just survey insights. So I'm going to give you an exclusive look behind the scenes at how Meta Reality Labs' customer experience team is building their holistic CX program and why it's working. First, let's focus on achieving CX visibility, because you should always read the recipe before you start cooking. Let's hear from Pegah Valet about gathering a diverse set of customer experience signals.
Since we started our customer experience program, our vision was that we want to build a 360-degree view of customer experience to connect these dots together to understand the impact of one experience on the other, understand what happens to customers downstream, upstreams, or the other way around. We also realized that it's important to have a diverse set of information. Surveys are absolutely great, but they might have blind spots. And there's also might be other ways that are quicker than getting a survey because you have to wait for a survey to come back to you. So we wanted to make sure that we have other ways that we can collect insights and we're not just reliant on surveys, and we can close the gaps of some of the insights that survey might not provide us. And that's why we started expanding into other types of feedback.
Now that you've gathered all those telling customer details, it's time to organize them and identify key moments that shape the overall experience.
We made sure that we understand key moments of truth across customer journey because some moments are more important. They don't have the same weight. That's why we wanted to look at key moments of truth, the one that have an exceptional impact on customer experience. So we started with those areas, we identified them, and then we started listening to those areas.
But bringing together important insights is only the beginning. To be successful, your teams have to sift through all the data, make sense of it all, and prioritize what matters most. At least, that's been going well at Meta Reality Labs. Their CX lead, Stephen Lopez, uses this framework to focus on the highest impact, highest frequency issues.
I don't think we're alone in being a team with a lot of data, a lot of feedback, and kind of the need to sift through the noise and make sense of it all. Understanding what is important mostly comes down to severity and prevalence. So is something impacting our customers, and can we tell it through our experience metrics, whether that's captured through surveys or other types of signals? And then combined with that, how prevalent is the issue opportunity? So this might show up in one channel, but we also assess prevalence in terms of it showing up in multiple channels. So for example, if we're seeing something heavily impact NPS or other experience metrics, and then can also assess prevalence and severity from support volume, product reviews, behavioral data, et cetera, then that's likely an area worth digging into.
So you've got your data, you've boiled down your insights, and prioritized for impact. Now what? It's time to start driving action to see things actually improve. And more importantly, keep improving.
We can collect all the data we want, but if we're sitting on it and not doing anything, then what's the point at the end of the day, right? We're actively listening, really relying on our real-time insights we get from our surveys of data, and then try to quickly intervene as fast as we can to address those issues. Kind of on an ongoing basis too, we work with teams on just continuous improvement opportunities. So going back to severity and prevalence, we're consistently evaluating issues with the greatest impact to our customers, identifying the relevant teams that own kind of addressing those issues, and then bringing those teams together to brainstorm, figure out how to fix things, et cetera.
And with 4 insider steps, you know what you can do to follow Meta's example. So go follow their example. And because our attention spans are hard fought these days, let me summarize those steps for you. Collect more signals, identify your customers' key moments of truth, prioritize by high impact, high frequency issues, and use the insights you've gathered to drive action, not just one time and not only in one area of the business, but on an ongoing basis across the entire organization. I mean, that's the dream, right? So go make that dream a reality. If you enjoyed any of the quick takes in this video, you can watch the full webinar with Stephen and Pegah using the link in the description below. Until next time.